Dear fans of Royal Chronicles, today I want to share with you some touching details from the christening of little Princess Ines of Sweden. Moments that may have slipped under the radar for most viewers. Believe me, behind the official photos and formal reports lies a true story of love, family traditions, and those small but meaningful moments that make royal families feel just as human as the rest of us. Let's start with the fact that the 13th of June 2025 became a truly magical date for Prince Carl Philip and Princess Sofia's family. While everyone's attention was drawn to Sofia's bright yellow dress and the sleeping baby in her arms, few noticed one incredibly romantic detail. Prince Carl Philip wore special cufflinks that day. At first glance, they looked completely ordinary, but in reality, they were engraved with his wife's name, Sofia. Can you imagine such a sweet gesture after 10 years of marriage? On the day they baptized their daughter, he quietly but personally showed that his love for Sofia remains as strong as ever. And it wasn't by chance that the christening took place on their 10th wedding anniversary. Carl Philip and Sofia chose that date on purpose, turning the 13th of June into a doubly special day in their family story. From now on, they'll celebrate not only their wedding, but also their daughter's christening each year. Isn't that a beautiful family tradition? Now let's talk about the ceremony itself, which was held in the Drottningholm Palace Chapel. The atmosphere was both solemn and wonderfully intimate. Little Ines, only 4 months old, behaved like a true princess, peacefully sleeping in her mother's arms as if she understood the importance of the moment. And that's something, considering how often babies get fussy during such ceremonies. But this little one was like a tiny angel. One particularly meaningful moment was the choice of godparents. Princess Estelle, the 13-year-old daughter of Crown Princess Victoria, was named godmother to her baby cousin. That says a lot. The royal family is reinforcing generational bonds, and young Estelle, the future Queen of Sweden, is already taking on important family responsibilities. Alongside her, the godfathers included Prince Carl Philip's close friends Frederick von der Esch and Klaas Kokum, as well as Tiara Larsson, the daughter of one of Sofia's dearest friends. We also can't overlook the tender moment between King Carl Gustaf and his youngest granddaughter. The look of affection in his eyes could melt anyone's heart. This is his 9th grandchild, yet each new addition still brings him immense joy. Princess Ines wore the traditional royal christening gown that has been used by the Swedish royal family since 1906, starting with the baptism of Prince Gustaf Adolf. Just think how many generations of royal babies have worn that gown. It's a powerful symbol of continuity and tradition. But let's return to our central couple. The love story of Carl Philip and Sofia is a real modern fairy tale that proves true feelings can overcome any prejudice. Remember how it all began 10 years ago? Sofia was just a regular girl, working as a model and even appearing in a reality TV show. And now look at them. In 10 years, Sofia has become not just a princess by title, but by heart. She's dedicated herself to charity work, especially with children and teenagers. She's become a pillar of support for her husband and a wonderful mother to their 4 children. Her sincerity and authenticity have truly won over the Swedish public. Carl Philip, for his part, always stood by his love. He never once wavered in his choice. This is a man who knew he had found his soulmate and was willing to stand up to the world for his happiness. And he was absolutely right. Their marriage is now one of the strongest and most harmonious among modern royal couples. They now have 4 beautiful children: 9-year-old Alexander, 7-year-old Gabriel, 4-year-old Julian, and little Ines. 3 princes and 1 princess. What a lovely family. Each of the children has their own personality, but they're united by the love of their parents and the strength of their family bond. It was especially heartwarming to see how the older brothers treated their baby sister. In every photo, it's clear that the boys absolutely adore her. The age gap between Alexander and Ines is 9 years, yet they seem like a perfectly close-knit team. On Instagram, the prince and princess shared not only official portraits, but also more candid, personal shots. You can really feel the family's emotions in those photos. Tender hugs, children's laughter, proud glances between the parents. These are the moments that matter most, far more than any posed portrait, because they show real people rather than frozen royal masks. Speaking of photographs, the official christening portraits were released the day after the ceremony, and all three show the sleeping princess cradled in her mother's arms. Such a peaceful, serene image. Sofia, in those photos, looks like a Madonna with child, just as gentle and radiant. As for the future of little Ines, she holds the 9th spot in the line of succession to the Swedish throne, right after her older brother Julian, and ahead of her aunt, Princess Madeline. Of course, the chances of her becoming queen are quite slim, but who knows what destiny has in store. What's truly important is that she is growing up in a loving family, where she'll be taught both royal duties and simple human values. To conclude, Princess Ines's christening was more than just a ceremony. It was a celebration of love, family, and tradition. In a world where divorce and the breakdown of family values are so common, the story of Carl Philip and Sofia offers a glimmer of hope. It shows us that true love really does exist and can withstand anything. Their 10-year marriage is living proof that fairy tales can come true, especially when they're built on genuine emotion, mutual respect, and the willingness to walk through life side by side, no matter what. And so, dear friends, as we leave behind the tender scenes of Princess Ines's christening, let's carry with us a little reminder. Even behind palace walls, love, tradition, and simple human warmth still reign. Thank you for joining me on this heartwarming royal journey. If this story touched you as much as it touched me, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more beautiful moments from royal life. Take care, and see you again in the next episodes, where more royal stories await.